You must do your inner work before you try and start pursuing these relationships and these partnerships, because you are always going to attract where you are mentally and where you are emotionally. Partnership is the ultimate mirror. I am very nervous for the women who are trying to attract love and they have not done the self-work. They have not cultivated a good relationship with themselves. These are the women who have terrible relationships because they put being in partnership above self-love and self-care and self-mastery. Hi guys, it's Nija and welcome back to my channel. I help awakened women create their dream life through manifestation tactics. Today we are going to be talking about manifesting love. And I noticed that a lot of people will look up videos about manifesting their specific person or how to manifest a new lover or a new partner. So I want to talk about it today. I want to talk about why the person that you choose is so important. And the download that I received when I was thinking about talking about this topic was, you can't afford to choose the wrong person. You can't afford to choose the wrong person. I need you guys to do me a favor. If you have ever been in a relationship with the wrong person, I need you to drop it down in the comments. Write your testimonies for your sisters, because I need you guys to understand how important this is. Choosing the wrong person is just completely and utterly detrimental to your entire life. It will literally ruin your whole life. It'll shatter your whole universe. It is important who you choose. And why are we talking about this in regards to manifesting love? Because a lot of people come from a very disempowered place when they're looking for love, when they're looking for a new partnership. And because they're so desperate to be with somebody, they will settle for the wrong person and completely set their life on fire. You know what I'm talking about. You see it all the time. And that is why it is so important to cultivate a strong level of self-love before you start pursuing people for romance, right? We're so desperate for love. We're so desperate to be seen, to be wanted, to be held, to be cuddled, that we're literally willing to choose bottom of the barrel partners to avoid being with ourselves. There's nothing wrong with being with yourself. When you love being with yourself, you choose higher quality people, because you do not want your peace to be disturbed. You enjoy your own company so much that you've got to be top tier to even entertain me, right? When you love yourself so much, the quality of the partner that you choose is so different. And I think it's really important for me to say what I'm about to say right now, especially because we live in a society right now where it's like war on the genders. Men hate women, women hate men. They're like, I choose the bear. They're like, she's a bop. They're like, don't be a simp. You know, don't treat women with respect. Don't be a simp. And women are like, all men are shit. Like, we have to stop this, especially if you're trying to manifest love. You can't hate the person that you're looking for. So if you're a woman and you're looking for a man, you can't demonize all men and say men ain't shit, but you want to end up with a healthy partnership. That doesn't make any sense. And if you're a man, you can't say women are bops, don't waste your money on women because they're all like, don't simp for women, because how are you going to end up in a healthy partnership when that's how you feel about women? Or you just want to use women for their bodies, or women just want to use men for their money. How does that work? I just need to be clear about that. I love men. I love masculine men. Okay, I love providers. I don't have a problem with men. And I think that if you have a problem with men, yet you're trying to pursue love, you are going to be in a very interesting position. Because how are you going to attract somebody that you subconsciously hate? It doesn't make sense. So we need to address that first and foremost in this conversation. How do you feel about men? Or if you're a man, how do you feel about women? Right? So let's be clear about that first and foremost. Next, I am going to reiterate what I just said, that you cannot afford to be with the wrong person. Now that you have addressed how you feel about the opposite sex, now that you know that we're not man-hating, right? I love men, love masculine energy. However, if you choose the wrong person, you will completely set your life on fire. So many women are so desperate to be with a man, to be with a partner, that they are willing to choose anybody, settle for anybody, and set their life on fire. Women, tell your own story, right? Think about the women who thought that they could trust a particular man, who deep down they knew he really wasn't about anything, and then they end up getting knocked up or end up getting pregnant with that man's baby, and then that man is nowhere to be found. You still are gonna go raise this child by yourself. Like, of course you love your children, you love your babies, but what kind of life have you created for yourself? When you love other people more than you love yourself, and you let them treat you any kind of way, this is a consequence of choosing the wrong people, right? And so these are the things we have to think about when we're manifesting people in our life, because you are always going to attract the reciprocal of where you're at right now. You're always going to attract the reciprocal of where you're at mentally, where you're at emotionally. You're going to attract the reciprocal. For example, if in your mind you think all men are liars and cheaters, guess what you're going to attract? You're like, oh my God, I'm gonna get a man, I'm gonna find a man, and he's gonna lie and cheat on you. Why? Because that's the belief that you have anyway. So of course it has to be reflected and mirrored back to you, because that's what you believe. You attract what you believe, right? And so you must do your inner work before you try and start pursuing these relationships and these partnerships. You must do your inner work, because you are always going to attract where you are mentally and where you are emotionally. If you are constantly ending up in a relationship with a narcissist, you're like, narcissists love me, I'm always dating a narcissist. That has less to do with the narcissist and more to do with you. Why are you always attracting a narcissist? How do you feel about yourself? Do you love yourself? How are you expressing that self-love for yourself? Because if you're always ending up with the narcissist, that has nothing to do with them and everything to do with you. If you're always ending up with the cheater, that has nothing to do with the cheater and everything to do with you. If you're always ending up in an abusive relationship, like, okay, the first time maybe you didn't see the signs, but if it is a reoccurring thing, that has nothing to do with the abuser and everything to do with you. Why are you choosing these low quality people for you? If you keep ending up with a man who's constantly lying to you, that has nothing to do with the man and everything to do with you. Why don't you feel like you deserve somebody who can be honest with you? Partnership is the ultimate mirror. You guys know how they say we are all mirror reflection of each other? Partnership is the ultimate mirror. You will meet your match in partnership. When you finally find divine union, it is because you are finally in alignment and whole within yourself, and then it can be reflected back to you. Your reciprocal will always be reflected back to you. I am very nervous for the women who are trying to attract love and they have not done the self-work. They have not cultivated a good relationship with themselves. These are the women who have terrible relationships, because they put being in partnership above self-love and self-care and self-mastery. You know where I'm at right now? I'm at the point where I want to be the best version of myself possible before I manifest the next person. Because I don't know who's going to show up if I'm not my best self before I find them. I need to be the best version of myself before I start looking for a partner. I need my money to be the best it's ever been before I start looking for a partner. Why? Because I've been that girl who had no money in my bank account trying to find a provider man, and then completely end up with men who are not shit because my highest priority were to get my financial needs met. It's wrong. It's backwards. There's nothing wrong with wanting to be with a provider, but can you provide for yourself? That's the question. Because if you cannot, you will end up in disempowering situations. It's happened to me. I know this. It's happened to other women. They know this, right? And so whoever you end up with is always going to be a reflection of where you are right now. When people start treating you poorly, let it be a reflection of where you are right now. And if you decide to put up with it, it shows you how much or how little self-love you have for yourself. It is so important that you end up with the right person, because it can completely derail your life's mission, your life's purpose, right? Maybe you're meant to touch so many people. Maybe you're meant to be a big source of inspiration to so many people. But if you pair yourself with the wrong person, they will dim your light. No one will find you. No one will see you. The success you were supposed to reach in life never reaches you, because you don't become who you're meant to be when you pair yourself with the wrong people, right? Especially if you're an awakened woman. Our energy is so potent and so powerful. We can heal people, we can nurture people, we can speak life into people. Like, having an awakened woman as your partner will make you Superman. But if you are with the wrong person, they will siphon your energy and you will just be left depleted with nothing left, feeling so bad about yourself. You will forget who you are when you're with the wrong person, right? Think about the women who like have the lowest of the low self-esteem and they're with a man. If you have low self-esteem, you do not need to be with anybody, because the person who is gonna be with you, they're gonna treat you like shit because you don't know your worth. You don't know your value. Who you choose is everything. You cannot afford to be with the wrong person. It takes life force energy. You're gonna start looking old when you're with the wrong person. Being with the wrong man will throw off your pH balance. You'll be in and out of the hospital getting UTI pills and all types of other things because you keep letting people with their dirty wands infect you. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. Your body knows who is right for you and who is wrong for you. If you're sleeping with a guy and your pH is constantly getting thrown off, you might want to reconsider. Not only because we don't know where his goodies have been, but also because energetically, if somebody is out of alignment with you, your body knows. It throws your body off. You can keep effing around with them if you want to. You're like, oh, it's fine. I'll just keep drinking my cranberry juice. It's fine. I'll just keep taking my UTI medication. Like, aren't you sick of dealing with the wrong people? Don't you love yourself enough to be like, huh, this man is not agreeing with my body. Maybe I should listen to that. Maybe you should listen to that. Just food for thought. If you're with a man and you look aged after a year of being with him, he's taking you out of your divine feminine. Did you know that being with the wrong person ages you? Think about, like, you know, like when presidents, when they enter office, they look all young and youthful, and then by the end of their presidency, they look so like they have way more gray hairs, they look way older, they look like they've really gone through some stuff, because they have. This is how women look when they pair themselves with the wrong partner. It literally takes your life force energy. You will age yourself being with the wrong person. But guess what happens when you're with the right person? You look more youthful, more beautiful. You can rest in your feminine energy. You look well rested. You look taken care of. You look provided for. You cannot afford to be with the wrong person. It will take years off your life. There's a study that when men get married, they live longer. But when women get married, they live shorter. Why? Because most women are pairing themselves up with the wrong partner, and it takes years off their life. I know some of you guys are thinking, well, maybe I should just be single then. Maybe you should. Until you have cultivated enough self-love that you choose the right partner for yourself, I would be terrified to be dating people, to be on these dating apps, knowing that I'm unhealed. Ladies, if you are unhealed, I would be very terrified to be looking for love. I would suggest you do the work within yourself first, and then you start looking for love. Because if you don't, guess what you're going to manifest? Your worst nightmare. You're going to manifest exactly what you are currently. So if you don't love yourself, if you don't think highly of yourself, if you have low self-esteem, someone is coming for you to highlight those exact things that you don't like about yourself. So be very careful. This was a cautionary tale video for those of you guys who are trying to manifest a love, manifest a partner. Who you choose is everything. And maybe in another video we'll talk about how you can manifest the right person. In one of my videos I talk about writing a love letter to your lover, right? Writing out the character traits of who they are. The good character traits. The good things they possess. But whatever you write down that they should possess, you must become the reciprocal. Because you will not attract who you are not. So if you want somebody who treats you like you are a queen, you are a goddess, guess how you have to feel about yourself? Alright. That's all I'm going to say about that. I love you guys so much. My name is Nija Sym. I help awaken women create their dream life through manifestation techniques. If you want to book a one-on-one coaching call with me, you can check the links down in my description. I love you guys. I will see you in my next video. Bye.